Well, let's try a little something, and then maybe we don't have to do it for long, but maybe we can try it out. How about that? This is a little gift that I received from a good friend of mine, Univac, actually, who was kind enough to let me stay with them while I was in the Bay Area. We did a lot of collaborating and working together while we were down there. Univac in a lot of ways is my older brother from another mother. Seriously, we have a lot in common. We a lot of similar tastes and things like that. But also, he's of a slightly older generation than me, and so some of his references are things that I'm unfamiliar with. Certainly, he has a certain kind of skill set I'm unfamiliar with. And one of those things is circuit bending. Univac has been an old school circuit bender from way back, and has done all sorts of things, gear, toys, you name it. I actually have interviewed him for one of my radio shows in the past. Maybe I'll try to dig up a link to that and put it in the digital salon later. Fascinating gentleman. Was a sound engineer for one of the Negative Land tours. Just a really fascinating gentleman. And so he gifted to me a children's toy that has been circuit bent. This is called the one-hand jam. I should probably take a photo of it and put it a link to it in the digital salon. But what I'm going to try to do actually here is learn how to play it live on the show. I kind of got a quick lesson from Univac when we were hanging out, but because of what we were doing while we were visiting, I didn't actually get to play it because it's not one of those things, unfortunately. You know, we were doing other stuff. So the point being, this circuit bent toy is a little bit new to me, and I'm going to figure out how to play it here live on Sheena's Jungle Room WFMU. I'm going to leave the digital salon, the audience participation open if people want to join in with maybe a toy of some kind that they have that might make some interesting sounds. This is their Univac's bent version of this toy is called a one-hand jam. I don't know what this thing was called originally as a kid's toy, but there's a 3 new knobs and switches. There's an optical reader dealie here that I can point at things and that'll change those things. I've got 3 dials. I think one of them came with a toy, or a couple of them came with a toy, but I do not know for sure. There's a wide range of keys all over this thing, and then 3 contact points as well that you can touch, and that also changes things. So, have no idea. I tried it a little bit at the top of the show. Maybe that'll give you a taste of what's coming up. But I'm going to try to see what I can do with this thing here now. It's Mid-Valley Mutations, and it's the one-hand jam.
Doing all this trigonometry, I didn't like the symbols for sine, cosine, tangent, and so on. While I was doing all this trigonometry, I didn't like the symbols for sine, cosine, tangent, and so on. To me, sine f looked like s times I. To me, sine f looked like s times I times n times f. invented another symbol. Like a square root sign. So I invented another symbol. Like a square root sign. Was a sigma with a that was a sigma with a long arm sticking out of it. And I put the F underneath. For the tangent, it was a tau with the top of the tau extended. And for the cosine, I made a kind of gamma. But it looked a little bit like the square root sign. Now the inverse sign was the same sigma. But left to right. Reflected, so that it started with a horizontal line with the value underneath. And then the sigma. That was the inverse sign. Not sine to the negative 1. Not sine to the negative 1. F. That is crazy. They had that in books. To me, sine to the -1 meant 1 over sine. The reciprocal, so my symbols were better. So my symbols were better.
Well, I think I have figured out how to play this thing. Which is, good.
Mid-Valley.
Come on. Oh no. Of course. There we go.
Mutations.
Gotta have it turned on before it'll actually play. Yeah, a little taste of a new gadget that I've got now. To throw into my my repertoire. Thank you very much, Univac. This is the one-hand jam. Let's see. Yeah, and Univac was listening. Thank you so much, sir. Do you have anything to say about the one-hand jam? What was this toy originally before you modified it? Was it some sort of kid's guitar, or I don't know. This is from an era of kids' toys that was after I was interested in kids' toys, and well after the time that I was taking care of kids. So, who can say?
Mid-Valley.
An invalid woman who never gave us a tip. That's the way the world was. We worked long hours and got nothing for it.
Mutations.
Every day. This was a resort hotel by the beach on the outskirts of New York City. The husbands would go to work in the city and leave the wives behind to play cards.
Yes. The lifestyle of someone who sits around and plays cards. Is that somebody who just plays solitaire on their computer? Oh no, that might be me. Cover it quickly with the one-hand jam. Or something. Yeah, thanks a lot, Univac. That thing's fun. I think I'm going to put it through some effects and a looping pedal. And you will hear the results someday.